Hi guys, you're tuned into My Dad Says Audio. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you're new here, welcome. Today we'll be taking a look at my father's Garrard 301 turntable. Dad, what can you tell us about the Garrard?
Okay, Dad's got a new toy, or a new old toy, that's a recent acquisition, which is this quite nice example, unrestored example of a Garrard 301. I haven't got a plinth for it yet. This, I got a funny feeling, might have come out of a broadcast studio. There was a signal switch there which I've removed. Didn't come with an SME arm, although that's a cutout for an SME, so I won't be reusing this. It's a pretty good example. It's got a little bit of patina from a Watts dust bug. The glue has put a small mark there. That doesn't fuss me. I don't mind a little bit of patina. I thought I'd just show you, for those that haven't seen the innards of one of these before. Just take the platter off. This is totally unrestored. I haven't done anything other than throw a little bit of oil around to check, get some idea of what the bearings are like. This one's in pretty good nick. It was used for a while, and I suspect in like a radiogram cabinet, and it's just been pulled out. This piece of wood is not what it came with. The person that I bought it off just gave it to me as a matter of course, if by chance I wanted to just somehow throw an arm on it and use it. Like a lot of the stuff that I have, that I've purchased second hand, I like to work on it and bring it back to working as it should, if not better. I'll show you what it came with also. Is we've got the original Garrard strobe, which is there. A tag on it here, which is, it just shows you the serial number. I'm not going to open it out, but there's a template for the cutout for a plinth. And what else have we got here? Oh, the test. The actual test when it was made, and of course the book. Can you see the?
Yep.
Can you see the writing on there?
Yeah, that's all good.
Okay, so there's that. Now I'm going to do a little bit of an unpaid promotion here for AudioSilente, and I think it's Simon Lucetti is Mr. AudioSilente himself, and especially for Thorin's TD124s, but also all Thorins and Garrard's 301s, 401s, and also Lenko's. He produces quite a few different products relating to those turntables, and let's put that there for the moment. I've purchased off him some motor bushes, which I don't think I need for the motor. I've checked it out, and I think those bearings are fine. What I have purchased is an AudioSilente idler wheel, a solid idler wheel there, to replace the old one here. This one actually seems pretty reasonable. I can't really see any cracks in it, or can't see any cracks or flat spots. Those that know their stuff will know if you leave it engaged, you can get a flat spot, and they don't really come out. People say, oh, you can use some armour or try and recondition them. I don't think that really successfully works all the time. This is an oil bearing model. The very earliest ones were grease bearing. Up from they started commencing making the Garrard 301 in 1953 and 1957, which is actually the year I was born. This shows a crusty old fart I am. This is an article from this, I think it's Hi-Fi News and Record Review. It's a reprint of a lot of the old reviews, although this article here is from Hayden Boardman, who's a bit of an expert when it comes to Garrards. They made these from 1953 up to about 1964, although there was some production past that. In 1964, the Garrard 401 came out and they started producing that. You could say that this was angled a little bit more towards reproducing mono records rather than stereo records, and that was somewhat of the justification of Garrard moving over to producing the Garrard 401. However, in realistic, pragmatic terms, there's not much difference between the 301s and the 401s for all practical intent. What was I going to say? In 1957, they switched from a grease bearing to an oil bearing. This is an oil bearing model. You can see there, if you undo that screw, there's a hole, and that allows you to oil it, which then goes to the bottom of the bearing. I will actually be pulling that whole bearing assembly out and giving it a really good clean. I was going to do the motor bearings, but having put just a little bit of oil and carefully feeling it, I don't think I need to do that. I may need to replace the top bush with this when I pull it apart and give it a good clean, but we will wait and see on that. I'm not quite sure what arm I'm going to put on it, and I've got to work out a plinth and a mat. That's all yet to come, but we thought you'd appreciate a bit of a look at a Garrard 301. The one thing with Garrards that I will say is notable is it's been my experience that they have a real authoritative bass end to them, real bass slam and drive. They're really quite capable in that area if they're well set up. A big solid plinth and make sure all the bearings are in good nick. It's a bit of a cult product, and I'm quite looking forward to eventually getting it fully operational. I think that's sort of all I can think of. Can you think of anything else?
No, that's covered all the angles we wanted to cover.
Mm-hmm.
Well, all right, guys, that's it for today. If this is your kind of content, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing, and sharing. All right, guys, until next time, have a good one. Bye.